Picture the scene inside that gym because the details matter here and the body language tells you everything you need to know.
This wasn't some relaxed run where players are smiling through drills and easing into shape.
This was tension, ego, and ambition colliding in real time. Caitlin Clark gets switched onto Kelsey Plum, and immediately you can feel the temperature rise. Kelsey plays it exactly how you'd expect her to. Physical, relentless, making a point with every bump and shoulder.
She knocks Caitlin off the ball, the whistle blows, and Caitlin spins toward the officials, yelling that she's being grabbed.
No hesitation. No backing down. That's instinct. That's competitiveness baked in. What makes the moment even better is what's happening on the sideline. WNBA coaches from around the league are watching closely, and instead of looking uncomfortable, they're cracking up. They know exactly what they're witnessing. This isn't disrespect.
It's two elite competitors refusing to give an inch.
It's real basketball, and everyone in that building understands it. Then there's Kelsey's moment. She'd been struggling a bit, fighting her shot, pressing through traffic. Finally, she breaks through, finishes a tough basket at the rim, and immediately turns toward Becky Hammon and Nikki Fargas, yelling right in their faces with pure adrenaline. Not anger. Fire. The coaches just laugh and shake their heads. Classic Kelsey. That reaction isn't annoyance. It's appreciation. They're seeing exactly why she's who she is. This wasn't happening in a vacuum. This was USA basketball training camp in North Carolina. 3 intense days where Olympic futures were quietly being shaped. According to Sabrina Merchant from The Athletic, who was actually inside the gym watching every possession, what unfolded during that camp may have fundamentally shifted how Caitlin Clark is viewed in the Olympic conversation. And that's where the context becomes impossible to ignore. Caitlin Clark hadn't played competitive basketball since July 15, 2024. That's the day plantar fasciitis shut her season down completely. No comeback tour. No late season return. Just months of rehab while everyone else kept playing. Meanwhile, several players at that same camp, especially the Phoenix Mercury group, had been competing 2 full months longer, finishing their season in mid-September. That gap matters. Conditioning matters. Rhythm matters. So when Sabrina describes Caitlin jumping straight into live 5-on-5 action after all that time away, she's talking about the player who was the furthest from game shape in the entire building. And there was no easing back in. No exhibition games. No soft ramp-up. She went straight into FIBA-level physicality, which is a completely different animal from the WNBA. That detail can't be overstated. The same league that spent the entire 2024 season debating whether defenders were being too physical with Caitlin Clark suddenly looks gentle by comparison. International basketball allows far more contact. Defenders are aggressive.
Fouls that get whistled instantly in the WNBA often get waved off.
And Caitlin, still ramping up physically, stepped right into that environment without hesitation. According to Sabrina, she looked like Caitlin. The step-back 3 was there. The vision was there. The confidence was there. And in some cases, her passing was so sharp that it actually caught elite teammates off guard. There were moments where bigs weren't ready for the ball because they didn't expect it to arrive exactly when and where it did. That's not a knock on them. That's what happens when you play with a facilitator operating one step ahead of everyone else. This is where Caitlin's basketball IQ really separates her. She doesn't just deliver the ball so you can catch it. She delivers it so you can finish immediately. No bringing it down. No gathering. No letting the defense recover. That's advanced playmaking. When you play with someone like Aaliyah Boston every day, that chemistry develops naturally. When you're playing with someone like Aya Wilson for the first time in a camp setting, there's going to be an adjustment. The fact that this detail stood out enough for Sabrina to mention tells you how special those passes were. And through all of it, Caitlin looked genuinely happy. Not performative happy. Relieved happy. She talked to media members like someone grateful to simply be back in the basketball rhythm again. After months of rehab, uncertainty, and watching from the sidelines, she wasn't forcing a statement. She was letting her game speak. Then you circle back to those battles with Kelsey Plum, and suddenly they mean even more. These aren't random scrimmage moments. These are 2 players fighting for the same kind of space in the program. 2 guards who thrive on confrontation. Kelsey Plum once told Spike Lee to speak louder because she couldn't hear his trash talk. Caitlin Clark spent her college career silencing entire arenas that screamed at her for 40 minutes. Neither one backs down. Ever. So when Kelsey knocks Caitlin off the ball and Caitlin barks at the refs, that's not weakness. That's edge. And when coaches on the sideline laugh, it's because they recognize it instantly. This is elite competition. This is Olympic-level intensity. This is what it's supposed to look like. What this camp revealed wasn't just that Caitlin Clark is back. It showed that she's not at this level hoping to belong. She's competing directly with the best guards in the world, after the longest layoff of anyone in the gym, under the most physical rules in the sport, and holding her ground. That matters because of what happened in 2024. When USA Basketball left Caitlin off the Olympic roster, the explanation centered on experience, chemistry, and familiarity with the program. That decision came before she ever played a WNBA game. Before she averaged nearly 19 points and 9 assists. Before she recorded a triple-double. Before she proved that her college dominance translated under professional pressure and physicality. Now it's 2025, and everything is different. Caitlin has a full pro season behind her. She's been targeted physically. She's dealt with injuries. She's adjusted. And according to someone who watched every minute of this camp, she showed USA Basketball exactly what they missed. The step-back three still works against defenders who know it's coming. The passing vision still surprises veterans. The competitive fire still burns hot enough to argue calls in a scrimmage. And she did it all while being the least game-ready player on paper. This wasn't just a solid return. It was a reminder. Caitlin Clark didn't walk into that gym trying to prove she belonged.